Marhaba, Gajina Naiyianaye, and welcome back to my channel. About consistency, I'm not going to talk, I'm going to let action speak, because even if I start explaining, I think I'm going to sound like I'm justifying myself, which I'm not. So at this point, let's just the action speak. I'm just going to prove myself. So let's start by defining the meaning of a boundary. A boundary is a line that defines the limits of an area. Okay, class? A boundary is a line that defines the limits of an area. I hope you're together there. So we're going to be discussing about boundaries in relationships. Before we go on, I have always been, one of my weaknesses, I have several weaknesses, of course. I'm human, I'm not perfect. I have several weaknesses, but I have two major ones, which I think I can mention one of them, which is I've always wanted, I've always liked to be a people pleaser. I know it may seem like a lie to people who've known me like for the past 5 years, because I have been able to work on, I don't really have learned that you can't really please everyone, and not everybody will like you, and it's fine. It's okay, man. It's okay. Don't kill yourself about that. People say that the only person who's liked by everybody is the ice cream person, but I mean, who's eating ice cream right now? Definitely not me and not my family. So yeah, I've learned that it's okay not to please everyone. It's okay that not everybody's gonna like me, and it's okay to say no, and yeah, life just goes on. I'm gonna tell you 3 important things that I want you to remember. If you're not going to remember anything else, please remember 3 things about boundaries. Number 1, people are gonna treat you the way you let them treat you. People are gonna treat you the way you let them do what? The way you let them treat you. So if you show them that there's a certain kind of respect that you like, they're gonna respect you in that kind of way. If you show them that there's some things that you don't tolerate, they're gonna keep away, unless they are, dickheads, unless they are weird people. If you show them that there's certain boundaries that they shouldn't cross, they're not gonna cross those boundaries. Okay. And then another thing that I want you to remember, it's okay to reclaim your boundaries. If there are things that you used to do kitambo and right now you're not doing those kind of things, it's okay to still put your foot on the ground and say, no, I'm not doing that right now. I used to do it then, but I'm not doing that right now. Okay. And then last but not least is you cannot please everyone. It's important to remember that you cannot please everyone. Without much talking, let's dive into the types of boundaries. So my number 1 is material. So it's okay for you to say no to giving out some of your material things. It's okay to tell someone that, okay, I'm not giving you my car this time round. It's okay to put rules when you give out your material things. Like, for example, I'm giving you my car, but I when you're returning it, I need you to have fueled it and have taken it to the car wash. You understand? And of course, bring it back in good condition. It's okay to say no. It's okay to tell someone that, okay, I'm not lending you my shoes. It's okay to tell someone that you're not giving them money. It's alright. It's okay. Those things are your own personal things, and it's not bad. It's not wrong. It's not selfish. It's not mean to tell people no when it comes to your personal or your material things. The second point is time and energy. We need to set boundaries when it comes to time and energy. But I believe when we have set a certain time that we're supposed to meet, you need to be there. That's respecting my time, that's respecting me. You need to be there at that specific time. And if you're going to be late, it's very, I've talked about this before, it's very, it's very, what do I want to say? It's important for you to tell the person that you're running late in whatever minutes. And another thing is, people who don't show up completely with no explanation, who the hell do you think you are, honestly? Who the hell do you think you are? You tell me you're coming and you don't come. Those boundaries, by the way, you're not going to cross them. So my time is my time, and my energy is my energy. So if I say I'm not going to, if we've decided that we are supposed to meet at 1, you don't apologize for coming late, or you just show up, or you just decide to show up 1 hour later. you're not going to find me there. I'm sorry, you're not going to find me there. We need to respect people's, we are all busy. And you as a person, if you want that respected, you need to set boundaries about that. Make the people know, make someone know that if they come 1 hour later, they're either gonna pay the bill or they're not going to find you. Let's respect people's time. Let's set boundaries about time. Energy. If I say that I'm not going to come meet you, it's my energy, it's my effort. It is okay. Those are boundaries that I have set, and if as I have a certain, most of us, people think that they don't need time to recharge. Imagine all humans need time to recharge, regardless if you're an introvert or an extrovert. You're going to need time to reset. So it's okay to tell someone that no, today I don't feel like hanging out, I'm not gonna come. Of course, early in advance so that they don't make plans, okay? Let's put a boundary on the energy that we are ready to provide to people. If someone wants you to do them a favor, if they want you to help them run an errand, right? See, lazima ufanye like Monday to Monday running the same errands for this specific person. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Set a boundary, because let me tell you, humans love favors. We all love favors. And if you show people that you're gonna do their favors all the time and it makes you feel, that's your kind of thing, that's okay. But ukimaliza kufanya hizo errands, umeenda tu huko umechoka, and then you come back home and you feel unappreciated, or you feel like this person takes you for granted, set a boundary. Set a boundary. Your energy is your energy, your time is your time. All right. My third point is emotional boundary. My God, I'm so big on this. Emotional boundary. Number one, we all have different emotions. When you hurt someone and they tell you that you hurt them, please don't try and just justify yourself. If someone tells you that you hurt them and according to you, you feel like you haven't hurt them, please remember that we have different emotions. It's important to remember that we are not the same, and if that thing that you did sounds so small for you and you feel like it's not anything to argue about, please don't disregard the other person's emotions or feelings. Set a boundary on your emotions. Tell the person that if you do this, I feel bad, and if you do this again, I'm not gonna take it. I think this one I have done before. I am very guilty on this. It's rare for someone to ask you if you are in the space to listen to their shenanigans. It's very rare. Someone will just call you, and after the normal hi, how are you doing, they'll just tell you about their shitty experiences, about shitty things, and maybe you're dealing with other things that, to be honest, you're not even feeling that kind of a conversation at that specific time. But our society has shown us that it's you're supposed to be there for that person no matter what. Imagine sometimes you just have to protect your energy and your emotions. I have learned to, when I want to tell someone about my problems, I will have to ask them if it's okay, if they're in a position to listen to me, if they're in a position to give me a shoulder to lean on, if they're in a position to hear me rant out. You get what I'm trying to say? It's very important, because we are not always emotionally ready to listen to other people's problems. Maybe I'm dealing with worse, and even at that specific time, I'm not going to be able to tell you the exact emotional thing that I'm dealing with, and I will be left dealing with your problem and my problem, which I don't think is fair. I think this is very personal. Hapo tu bado kwa emotions. Don't expect answers to everything. If I don't want to tell you what's bothering me, it's okay. I have set those kind of boundaries, by the way. I don't know. I just don't feel. And if you press, I'm going to lie to you, so don't lie. If I tell you I'm not ready to talk about a certain relationship, or what happened to a certain relationship, or something that is happening in my relationship, I think it's important for you to respect that. When you are not ready, when you don't feel like telling people what is going on in your life at that specific moment, or if you don't want to pick a certain call because it's going to have an emotional toll on you, it's okay. Set emotional boundaries. If something is going to affect your spirits at a specific time, please just set the boundary and block it out. Because if there's anything that I've learned the past few months, is oh my god, you have to be there for yourself, because nobody else is going to be there for you like you can be there for yourself. All right, okay. I think that's it about emotional boundaries. I have so much to talk about emotional boundaries, but I mean, time's up. All right, my next point, my second last point is mental boundaries. We all have different opinions on things, which is all right, which is okay, but I don't want to be in a place where I am constantly listening to things that I don't like to listen to. For example, body shaming. I hate people who body shame. I am a strong believer of beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. You need to be around people who have the same mental boundaries with you. You need to be in a space where you at least reason with people around. It's okay to disagree, it's okay to have different opinions, it's all right, but not on everything. You can't be a person who doesn't like body shaming and then you're constantly around someone who body shames. You need to set boundaries which affect you mentally, like mental boundaries, and you need to be around people who at least have some few mental thoughts like you do. I hope we are on the same page. My last type of boundary is physical boundary. This is not even, I think this is very self-explanatory. I put it as the last point because it's very close to my heart. I feel like personal space is very important, one, and two, if someone tells you that no, they are not interested in any kind of physical touch with you or physical whatever with you, you should respect that, even if you are in the middle of your shenanigans, even if you're just about to, if someone says no, that's a boundary and you need to respect that boundary. Another thing is PDA. If someone doesn't like PDA, respect that. Personally, I don't think I'm a PDA person. I am very shy. Woo! Neza ingia chini ya gari when someone tries to do PDA with me. Anyway, that's about it. And there's something very important that I've learned as I was doing research on this video is there's something called intentional non-engagement. I learned this. Okay, the meaning of this is intentionally not wanting to be part of a certain conversation. If some people are talking about maybe body shaming and you're not interested, you can choose to be silent. If people are talking about rape and you're not interested, it is okay to be silent. If people are talking about religion and you're not comfortable with it, it's okay to be silent. As I said, it's called intentional non-engagement. You can decide not to engage in certain conversations. That's also a very, very mature type of boundary because you're the one who's choosing not to be part of it. The person who I spend most of my time with is very big on this intentional non-engagement. When we are speaking and maybe I start a conversation about something he doesn't believe in, he doesn't say anything. Utashinda hapo ukijiongelesha. He's not gonna say anything. Or if he has a different opinion and he feels like your opinion is very strong about that specific thing, he might be right, I might be right, but he just chooses not to talk about it. He just chooses not to talk about it. In the beginning, it used to bother me and I used to be like, what the hell is wrong with this person? But I came to learn it's just intentional non-engagement, which kudos, man. You're a big deal, and that is something I've learned from him, and it's something that I'm willing to take part in as days go by. That brings me to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh my god, I've had a very good time recording this video, and I hope that you learned something. Please feel free to engage with me in the comment section and tell me what you feel, what kind of boundaries that you would love to to set, or which boundaries that you've learned, or anything that you've learned from this video. I would really, really appreciate your engagement. And like the video. If you like the video, of course YouTube is gonna suggest it to other people, and if you share, you're helping me. You're just helping me. It's the least I could ask. Apart from that, thank you guys for watching. It's been amazing. Olesere, kanyor, kanyor, kanyor oleng.